Better than nothing.
involving a surprising number of new suspects.
They trying to make it like I was the one that struck the match and I threw it on her.
Tell them. I don't know anything.
This was the beginning of the end for me.
Were you, in fact, involved in that?
How did I get here? A grandma with vision loss from wet AMD, riding across the desert. It started when Babaismo opened up my world. I was worried I was losing sight of the world around me, but my doctor recommended Babaismo. Babaismo is different. It's the only treatment thought to block 2 causes of wet AMD. I was so excited when my granddaughter asked me to ride across the desert with her, knowing that Babaismo
I don't believe it. I don't remember this anymore.
and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments.
Fuck. I just don't remember it anymore.
Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or
Oh,
are
you look
allergic
like
to it.
shit.
Vabysmo can cause eye infection, retinal detachment,
Stream Elements says
heart attack, or stroke.
Grim 1981 is now live. Streaming Plants vs. Zombies, Replanted, 18 plus P100 Mia Sable hanging with Badass Grim. Happy Friday night. # live music playing. Plants vs. Zombies, Replanted.
This is a meal. The melty ciabatta dippers, so delicious, they have you dipping in sync meal.
What cat?
Wait. The fan favorite ciabatta dippers are back. It just feels good at Panera.
Who's ready to break down math? Scientific notation is a way
Alright, try this again.
I started posting math lessons on TikTok. I went from a class of 30 to teaching millions. Now I get messages from teens who want to be teachers, engineers, or who just parents, grandparents, teachers. To connect with math.
The #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin supplement brand. So embarrassing. Well, it's kind of your fault. After kids, pelvic floor for the weekend, and necessary menopause reduces estrogen. Here. I have poised. How did you know all that stuff? Well, I used to be a doctor. No, you didn't.
Over here.
Here's your birdie house.
I wish I was tired for a long.
Victoria's story has now changed.
How much of what you testified under oath is true?
None of it is true.
Zero.
The tornado came to this town and
Now
destroyed
that that's
these
done.
what it did to people was so similar to the tornado of Jessica's death that came into this town.
Police don't know how long the body has been here or even if the crime happened here.
I didn't hear anything, I didn't see anything. Very spooky.
When she walks off into the darkness, and that's the last you hear of her.
Yes, she goes straight ahead and they're running another needle.
So many people were embroiled in this.
They had dropped the case on the 2 main guys. We got a case here that's went for years and nobody had done anything. And we wanted to see, something done.
With seemingly little movement in the news, the Curran family organizes marches, and the story makes headlines.
But Reverend Sharpton's national a national
That's
concern.
really show something.
Around that same time, Susan Galbraith had started working with the state police.
We know exactly who killed Jessica Curran. There's a lot of people that are feeling comfortable right now because they think they've got away with it, but they haven't.
What do you think of Susan Galbraith?
In the year 2000, I was 20 years old. I just had a little daughter that February. A lot of the time I spent smoking, drinking, just being young, like kind of wild. I don't know.
So where are we here?
So this is Jeff Burton's house. This is where it used to be. And it has since been demolished.
Why did Susan Galbraith want to come here?
Susan kind of homed in on Jeff. She saw that there were two white boys at this party, and that's how she got Jeff's name. And from there, she realized his house, how close it is to the middle school.
In fact, she wrote about it in an email.
She did. As I walked around the house, I saw a garage. It was so eerie, felt as though time stood still. I crept over to the door and was overwhelmed with a feeling of dread. I didn't go in for fear of tainting the scene. I was so excited, I knew I had finally found where they had just...
Susan would share her impressions of the visit with investigators from a third agency that's now leading the investigation.
I had gotten in touch with the Attorney General. And he said, I want to put somebody on that case. And then he sent down the KBI.
The Kentucky Bureau of Investigations is the law enforcement arm of the Kentucky Attorney General's office. The two investigators were Lee Wise and Robert O'Neill.
At AG, my main function was in the drug unit. I was brought into the case mainly because of my ability to do investigations. And part of it was that the director, David James, felt like that Afro-American black person would probably have better inroads into getting people to come forth and talk.
These agents had not worked homicide cases, and these two agents are now working this homicide.
The one person that was instrumental in ultimately helping out on the case, Susan Galbraith, who was just a lady that was in the community that kind of took the weight of this case, and she really wanted to see something done on it. She was on the internet, and ultimately she got in contact with Victoria.
Susan was convinced Victoria was the key to cracking the case.
What were your interactions like with Susan Galbraith?
She would text me on MySpace and try to communicate with me.
Asking things like what?
About Jessica Curran, or if I really knew anything.
Victoria read one of her messages to Susan in a BBC radio program reporting on the case.
I am afraid for my life. I'm sorry about what happened. I will help the police as much as I can, but I really don't know who to trust.
You ultimately decide to talk to the KBI to come forward with them.
I told them a different story.
This interview is being conducted at the Radisson Inn, Santa Maria, California.
Victoria turned out to be Susan's missing puzzle piece. She would not only point the finger at Quincy, but at many others, including her own family.
Quincy and Tamara and this white guy had pulled up to my house.
You said you remembered his first name.
Yeah, it
What was
was
that?
Jeffrey. And my cousin asked me if I wanted to take a ride with him. And I was like, yeah. We got right back to the same area of the middle school area. They picked up Anisha.
And then, Victoria says, they go pick up Jessica.
Jessica gets into the car. But she got out front. In the middle of who? In the middle of Quincy and Ham. As we were driving, I remember Quincy was rubbing on one side of her leg, and Hammer was rubbing on the other side, and she kept pushing her hands away. So I remember Quincy got mad. When we got to my dad's house, we had to Jessica to get out the car with them, kind of like forcing her. And they go inside, and then they go into his bedroom, and I heard yelling and screaming, so I was wondering what the hell was going on. And so I opened the door, and that's when I could see Chandler holding Jessica down and Quincy over there with the belt around her neck. I touched her neck, and I told him that she was dead. But then Quincy lifted the head and the right hand of the feet, and I grew Tamara, put the blanket up under her to wrap her body in it. And after they wrapped her, they ran the house, put her in the back of the car, and we all got into the car. And Quincy stopped to get gas, he got a cup, and it's like the gas in the cup, and he got back in the car. That's when he ended up back at the middle school. I remember he had everybody down. Quincy threw the gas on her head, and he just threw the match.
What happens after that?
The dominoes start falling.
This is a hot flash. This is a not flash. This is a hot flash. This is not. If you have hot flashes and night sweats due to menopause, ask about Vioza, the #1 prescribed hormone-free treatment approved for moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms due to menopause, so you can have fewer hot flashes and more not flashes. Vioza reduces the number and severity of hot flashes day and night. Vioza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Vioza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Vioza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about more not flashes with hormone-free Vioza. Visit Vioza.com.
Maybelline, New York, Sky High West, our brave cadets. The limitless legs. As they launch lashes, Sky High. Maybelline, New York.
Tylenol is the #1 doctor-recommended pain reliever. It's backed by decades of rigorous, credible research from doctors, nurses, and pharmacists to moms, dads, and caregivers. They have all put their trust in Tylenol.
The Kohl's associate asked if I needed help.
Lead you to the alleged crime scene.
This is the house where they took Jessica to. She was allegedly killed.
But all that's left there is a concrete slab, and no evidence is found.
This would be where Jeff Burton resided.
The crime scene went from middle school. This is now the crime scene.
The day after that ride-along, Victoria is taken to the Attorney General's office where she provides a videotape statement.
We're conducting a videotape interview. Victoria calls.
We stopped at the black light stop.
Did you ever do that? What were you doing at this house?
My sister is still in the sky.
Which one?
Victoria says she knew Jeffrey's house because she says her sister Rosie was seeing Jeffrey at one point.
Then, Victoria gives authorities a different version of what she says happens in the car and how Jessica is taken inside the house.
Quincy, she hit her with a bat on her head.
A bat? What kind of bat?
Like no,
38.
I can't.
What she did?
She went unconscious.
Huh?
She went unconscious.
In one of the versions of the story, Jessica is hit in the car with what looks like a souvenir baseball bat. She is unconscious and carried inside.
Victoria adds that Jessica was not only killed, but she says multiple people, including herself, also sexually assaulted her.
It's also questionable whether she was dead or not when sexual activities were happening, what exactly happened when, and who did what.
Finally, Victoria alleges a shocking motive that points the finger at the former assistant chief of the Mayfield Police Department, Lonnie Lee.
Because he took himself.
Who was trapped too?
Right. She just kept saying it's taking care of it, so I don't know what to say. It's taking care of it. People can't tell. Lonnie reflected. We're sleeping together.
Lear tells the KBI what he'd earlier told the state police, but he simply did not know Jessica.
Lear also adds he didn't know Ross and actually considered him the number one suspect.
We looked at Ronnie Lear, but as far as him being active in the murder, we had no information that's related to that.
We took all the evidence we had, put it all together, and we sat down with the Special Prosecutions Unit at the Attorney General's office. That's how it all came together as we were ready to go forward with the indictment. So we started bringing people in and talking to them.
Just 30 minutes north of Mayfield is the Drury Inn and Suites in Paducah, Kentucky. This low-key hotel's conference room becomes ground zero for intense questioning by the KBI, the Kentucky Bureau of Investigation. Jeffrey, what does it feel like to be back here?
Honestly, it kind of makes my nerves a little shaky, and of course it brings back one of the worst days of my life.
It affects you even now.
Yeah, yes sir. Why? Well, just because this was the beginning of the end for me, so to speak.
Today is Friday, March 23rd. We're here conducting an interview with Jeffrey Burton.
Jeffrey's house was the location where they brought Jessica Curran's body. That's where bad things happened to her.
Simon wants to stand across from you. And all that you can say, it's his house. You can look at you. Understand it's not concern. That's not concern. That's fear. So their investigation about what they did to kill him, because I did not know her or anything yet. I mean, you might have got some people to write some statements against me saying whatever. I know you don't understand that.
I'm freaking out. You know what I mean? I'm really on the inside. I'm freaking out.
Remember, Victoria says she knew Jeffrey's house because she'd been there with her sister Rosie.
Jeffrey tried to deny that he knew Rosie or that he knew Victoria.
You ever seen this gentleman before?
She was already there, so we thought we just bring her in.
We never had sex, but he said we never called him. We never went together. No. Hey, come on, man. That's a, you know that's a lie.
I didn't even know her. So to have her in front of me and she's kind of looking at him, then looking back at me.
to. Without turning on the camera.
When you're not bound to the past, you can leave old ideas behind. The GV70. Welcome to Genesis.
Ah, mornings. Cough? Congestion?
All in one and done. With Mucinex Kickstart.
There's chat box on the other side of the screen.
Mucinex gives a morning
My
jolt
chat
of
box.
instant cooling
There's all
sensation.
more over
Also,
here.
try new Kickstart severe congestion and cough.
I got this old thing.
There we go. Now that looks much
From the
better.
store where I got it. Figured you could beat it with a better
Cool.
deal on one of these
Bet.
big boys.
That doesn't work that way.
Well,
They're
at
making better
Verizon,
screens
anyone
too.
can bring in their AT&T or T-Mobile bill, and they'll give you a better deal.
But Verizon was pricey.
No, better deal, best 5G network. Back to the TV. Does it go higher than 8K? Because I like this one.
Take the TV and go. Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today for a better deal.
Guess you're not as cool as Verizon.
You don't know that?
Don't relax. Good morning. New Double X Liquid Gel. Liquid 4 reactivates your natural gut rhythm overnight. For relief and
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
Yes, so what are we taking back sports from?
That's crappy.
Overscheduled, overpriced, overcoached chaos. Good question, Random Report. When we were kids, everyone was playing sports. Because it was fun. Even if your older brother shoved you extra hard into hand touch. Exactly. So, if you're a parent,
How shitty is that?
join us. Let's take back sports. Don't forget horse. Not you.
Hey, I'm Lady Wilson, your host for Country Music's Biggest Night, and it looks like I'm running the show. I said this is for Country Music's Biggest Night. Wardrobe, ball gown, some bell in them bottoms, everyone's favorite country stars, and the CML.
I was down in the cruiser for like hours. The first time I went up to the room, it was probably 1 o'clock in the morning.
The detectives questioned Tamara Caldwell about knowing Jeffrey Burton.
Tell me, did you know the guy that just walked out here? You ever seen him before? The one distant, that was distant this day? No, I don't. I promise I don't know. No, I don't know nothing. You was with him tonight? Just for the murder? No, I was not.
I didn't hang out with Jeffrey. I knew him from school. That's it. It was raining because I kept telling him, I don't know anything. Leave me alone. I don't know anything.
You want to go charged with murder? Or you want to just be charged with being there and sexually molested? You tell me which one you want to go with.
The detectives hammered home that they believe Tamara and Quincy were the ringleaders of this crime.
You murdered. Yes, it's up to you whether you go to jail on a charge that you can get out of, whether you go on murder. But you go, we give you an opportunity.
You Captain Ramos Quincy.
No, that's just got to be. All I know is I may be in jail.
After I didn't have anything to do with it, and it happened in 2000. I didn't know police officers until 2002. So now, could I have anything to do with it? After I get my history.
Tamara says she and Quincy parted ways in 2005.
You know, with them being charged together, obviously they want to make as much distance between themselves as they can.
Both Tamara and Quincy are being charged with murder, kidnapping, and rape. At the time, Quincy was 30 years old, born and raised in Tennessee and from a big family.
You know better, Kitty. Bella. Bella. Get down. You know better. Stop going on that lizard cage. You need to stop, Bella. You know better than that. I know it's warm. There's the only reason why you go up there, huh?
From Victoria, and the story
Here's Bella.
that we got from Venetia was consistent in a lot of areas.
After almost 5 hours of interrogation, Venetia admits that she was there the night Jessica was killed.
All of them. Let me turn.
You know, it seems like she was trying to remember what happened, but she was kind of a fuck. Where you moving at?
Victoria and Venetia are charged with indecent corpse. They both pleaded guilty.
Venetia and Victoria will testify against the others. Despite their repeated denials and a lack of forensic evidence, Quincy, Jeffrey, and Tara head to trial, their lives in the balance, and a wrench thrown into the case. The weapon, prosecutors say, was buried in a backyard. How do you know it's the same fool that used to hit Jessica?
My generalized myasthenia gravis was unpredictable and limited what I could do. But Ultimir's is continuous symptom control with improvement in activities of daily living. It is reducing muscle weakness and
Hundreds of potential jurors showed up today. Quincy Omar Cross sat in court with his attorneys. The current family prayed before the trial began.
The trial is moved from Graves County to Hickman County because of all of the media attention and how big this case was.
The Jessica Curran murder trial began early this morning here in Clinton, Kentucky, to allow the prosecution to get right into laying their case against Quincy Omar Cross.
Jessica Curran was sexually assaulted.
In a trial captured on sometimes grainy VHS tape, the prosecution calls more than 30 witnesses, starting with Jessica's family.
Recognize that as Jessica's shoe.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, these are hers.
People who were at the Chris Dry party testify about seeing Quincy wave his belt around and talk about wanting to go find girls.
I remember his fighting against them that night.
Quincy's defense points out that many people wore a similar belt.
A common belt. Just common belt back then.
Yes, sir, I suppose.
Other witnesses testified that Quincy Cross told him he was involved in Jessica's death.
And he's like, he told on me for killing that girl.
She overheard something that she wasn't supposed to hear, and we had to take care of that. We kind of brushed him off because we thought he's always talking big.
He said, I, which is Quincy Cross, killed Jessica Kern. And he said, if y'all say anything, that I'm going to do you the same way I did her.
Quincy Cross didn't just kind of sit there in the courtroom like he wasn't really worried about it. He wasn't scared of nothing. He's just relaxed.
Jessica's cousin, Venetia, who initially said Jessica had walked home, now testifies that she, Quincy, and others went to Jeffrey's house that night.
Jessica went in at the house. How did she get in the house?
He made her walk in there.
Venetia says that Quincy led Jessica inside and killed her.
Who killed Jessica Cross?
Quincy Cross.
How did he do that?
From their statement, he was standing over with the belt in his hand underneath.
But the star witness for the prosecution is Victoria Caldwell, who has been at the center of the case since the beginning.
Where's Victoria Caldwell?
Were you nervous?
Yes, I was very nervous.
Victoria testifies over several days, saying that after they picked up Jessica, Quincy knocked Jessica unconscious in the car in the driveway of Jeffrey Burton's home.
And I was fired. Quincy and Gary Jessica on in the side door.
You told the jury that Jessica was strangled with a belt.
Yes. She just kept on and on and on. You could like hear like gasping for air.
It was hard for me to believe that they could have been that cold and callous.
Then, Victoria changes her story, now saying Quincy Cross struck Jessica twice, once with a bat, the second time with a ratchet wrench.
That's the tool that was used. It's like that tool I didn't know because I go on that makes that clicking noise.
Law enforcement officers say they find the object buried in Victoria's sister's yard.
How do you know that this is the same tool that was used to hit Jessica?
Because I'm the one who buried it.
Nobody mentioned the clicking ratchet until after it was found. They were always saying metal gun until the ratchet was found. Then all of a sudden, 2 days later, is the first mention of a metal ratchet with clicking sound. Isn't that amazing?
There are glaring inconsistencies in Victoria and Venetia's statements. Like, Venetia cannot confidently say if Quincy, Jeff, or Tamara struck Jessica with any object.
When we look at the totality of this case, we have independent corroboration. Talking to Victoria is consistent with the important areas of what Venetia said.
We're going to mainly look at the credibility of Victoria and Venetia. There's no way you both can tell the truth. They both admitted that they lied to the cops all the way up to the very end.
The defense strategy was to question the credibility of everything, from the circumstantial evidence to the prosecution's witness testimony.
You understand the case?
No.
You told the police that Jessica was murdered because she was found down Ronnie Lear's wife, that he was sleeping with her. Right?
I guess.
That was all time to you, wasn't it?
Yes.
There is no physical evidence that connects Quincy
Hi,
to
Lizzie.
Jessica to that crime scene at the middle school.
Hi, Lizzie.
When I spoke to Quincy on the phone, I asked him about Jessica's murder.
I'm gonna get up and get you guys some food in a minute. Go you find it. Alright guys, I'm gonna be right back.
The verdict is next, and what happens to those co-defendants?
They're going to do the same thing to me, a little lie.
You guys want some food?
And what those witnesses at the trial told me about their
Probably
testimony.
haven't listening.
You're now saying that what you're testifying
Some
to
fresh
in
veg.
court was a lie.
So bring some vegetables, okay? there, Lizzie.
You're home for the holidays. You've dreamt of this moment. Back in your old room. Oh.
Hey, kiddo, I'll be right there.
At least you can get a deal on new shorts for Dad. Something with a little more
Hey, use some veg.
coverage.
Some veg. Some veg.
No matter what kind of teeth you got, Oral-B Electric
One
will be
that's
better
supposed
with
to be
one
way
simple
over
touch.
here.
Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head hugs them, cleans them, and gets in between them for 100% cleaner teeth. Your perfect clean starts with Oral-B.
For pain in multiple spots like here, here, or here, Salon Pass patches stick firmly and remove comfortably once your pain is gone. Salon Pass. It's good medicine.
Use some fresh veg.
Glamour, power, drama. Next week on Good Morning America.
Good yum yum
Kardashian,
thing. Eat it up.
Naomi Watts, Niecy Nash, Sarah Paulson, Tiana Taylor. 5 extraordinary women take over the morning live on Good Morning America.
Your turn. You want some fresh veg too? Deadpool.
The most watched newscast in America. And now,
veg.
ABC's World News Tonight has
Wait,
won the
fucking
Emmy
put
for
the
Best
cookie.
Live News Program for the 3rd year in a row.
The SEC on ABC. All
Let me
day
sort
Saturday
up and get a
beginning
little
at
bit
noon
hot.
Eastern.
It's time again to harvest great deals at Kubler's Fall Harvest Sale. Pile up the savings with this beautiful recliner for just $599. Get cozy in this fabulous double reclining sofa for $829 or double reclining love $795. Enjoy this beautiful table with 4 side chairs, only $1,997. Rake up even more savings with 40 to 70% off clearance items. Hurry in, the sale ends soon.
Kubler's Furniture.
Here's some fresh veg for you too.
Rolling Hills Casino and Resort is the place for all the fun you can handle, and then some. Saturday, October 25th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's Oktoberfest at Rolling Hills Casino and Resort.
Fresh
Your
veg.
gift includes a VIP souvenir glass and 5
You
tasting
like it.
tickets. So come on, get your lederhosen on. It's Oktoberfest, only at Rolling Hills Casino and Resort.
There it is at all.
Fun looks good on you.
There's something new happening at Tread Tech Tire and
Fresh
Auto in
veg for you
Palisades.
guys.
We're under new ownership, and we're excited to welcome you in. We believe in honest work, fair pricing, and treating you like part of the family. Our ASC certified mechanics stay current on the latest automotive technology, so whether you drive something brand new or well loved, we've got you covered. From brake service and engine diagnostics to tune-ups, tires, and emergency repairs, we do it right. Experience the difference. Tread Tech Tire and Auto.
YouTube TV customers, YouTube TV is at it again. You could lose the sports and shows you love. Keep ABC and ESPN. Take action at keepmynetworks.com.
You have to help our sister that is still in
Fresh veg for you boys.
Fires don't usually burn much dark green.
Ow, my back. Ah.
On the day that the verdict came, I remember being outside with some family.
We thought on a capital murder case it would take a while, but it took very little time.
We, the jury, found the defendant guilty of murder under instruction.
The jury deliberated only 3 hours and came back with a guilty verdict.
My whole family was devastated.
How is this real? Like, is this actually happening?
What went through your mind when you heard the word guilty?
It was heartbreaking to be that person for one, and for the world to see that for me, and for the people that believe that. Oh man, that took me down to a dark place right there.
I was glad to see somebody, get punishment for it. I told them I didn't want to have a death penalty. I could do life without the possibility of parole, but I wouldn't do a death penalty.
After Quincy was convicted, everyone else who was going up for trial was terrified.
Well, certainly we were concerned
And after that guilty plea, at first I'm ready, gun hold ready, and now I was like, they're gonna do the same thing to me over a lie. How the hell does this happen?
I'm like, they're gonna kill me now. What is going on? If they convict him, they definitely gonna convict us.
Jeffrey and Tamara took plea deals for the lesser charge of manslaughter and the abuse of a corpse.
Jeff and Tamara both took what is called an Alford plea. And it's basically saying, I'm telling you I didn't do this, but I'm acknowledging that the state has enough evidence to convict me.
And I didn't know that they looked at it as a guilty plea. But I'm scared that's what they done to Quincy over a lie. So I'm like, man, they're gonna do the same thing to me. So I did like 7 years.
I took the Alford plea because my public defender said that I wouldn't get much time. I got 15 years, but I served 5 years, 8 months, and 2 days.
It was awful. I had to quit my job and take care of my daughter's kids. They asked for mama every day. So when Jeff took that plea, he agreed to be a convicted felon.
Everything kind of fell apart after that. The unthinkable thing happens to you. And then, people that don't know you think you're a murderer, you killed somebody.
Jeffrey's oldest daughter, Shyla, was just 7 years old when he went to prison.
This is you visiting him in prison?
Right after it happened, I would say 8 or 9 in that one. And still just trying to enjoy the moments.
Did anybody tell you why he was there?
No one told me specifically what had happened, but over the years, I heard stuff, figured stuff out. And as I've gotten older, I totally get it. He's an innocent man and spent all this time in prison.
Did you ever wonder maybe my dad did do this?
Never.
Never?
No.
Why not?
Because that's my dad. I know him, and he wouldn't hurt a fly.
For years, Quincy tried appealing his conviction to no avail. But he's now gained an army of advocates.
It's a very strong, supportive group of people who will not take no for an answer.
I just believe in giving a voice to the voiceless. My goal is to get Quincy Cross out.
He doesn't have a piece of evidence that links him toward anything.
But I know in my heart that he's innocent because there's nothing physical that puts him there. There's no DNA.
Quincy's supporters have worked to garner attention for his cause.
It was very exciting for me to be told that there was a podcast that was going to be done.
There is a new 6-part podcast, Bone Valley Season 3, Graves County, which explores the Jessica Curran case.
This is Graves County, Chapter 6, Something Rotten.
Now, more than 2 decades after the murder of Jessica Curran, the Kentucky Innocence Project has taken on Quincy's case.
There were a lot of markers of potential wrongful conviction. We believe we have the evidence to exonerate him and walk him out of prison. So that's our goal.
The Kentucky Innocence Project have their work cut out for them. It's very hard to get a conviction overturned in the state of Kentucky, or in most of the country, really. One of the many hurdles is that Quincy's attorneys have to present new evidence that points to his innocence.
They have filed a motion to vacate his conviction that includes new claims about those key witnesses at the trial.
Benicia Stubblefield and Victoria Caldwell in particular have said that they lied at the trial.
You're now saying that story that was testified to in court was a lie.
Yes, I didn't know nothing about that case. I didn't even know nothing about the murder.
So why did you say that?
Because I was forced to say it. That's the thing.
What did you say at the
I
trial?
was forced to say that Quincy Cross was part in it. I was forced to say that Jeffrey Burton and Tamara Caldwell had a part in it, knowing that they didn't.
Were you, in fact, involved in that killing?
No, not at all.
How much of what you testified under oath was true and how much was not?
None of it was true.
Zero.
Zero. Nothing was true. I don't know nothing about this case. I wasn't there. I don't know all the people.
You testified about disturbing sexual acts involving Jessica's body. Did those take place?
No. Not at all. Like I said, I wasn't there. I don't know anything at all.
But if it never happened, why provide such graphic detail?
Because they told me what's it say?
In response to the motion, the state denies that witnesses were pressured to fabricate their stories or told what to say. They also point to this affidavit from 2016, where Victoria refused that she lied at trial or was told to say something that wasn't true.
We never tried to get anybody to say anything that was not true.
Well, there is this thing called evidence. Justice and juries, and they weighed all the evidence, and Quincy's in prison. There's only been one conspiracy, and that's a conspiracy to kill Jessica Kern and to try to get away with it.
The state stands by Quincy's conviction. It argues that Victoria and Venetia's many lies to investigators were brought up at the trial, and that a jury still convicted him.
Why should we believe you now after all the lies you told?
I feel like I should do it because people who really know me know that I'm a genuine person. I would never put innocent people away. I would never do it.
Has anyone paid you or pressured you?
No.
Are you doing this because
I'm tired, and I think it's time for the truth to come out.
what would you say to them?
I would apologize to them, and I would tell them how sorry I am for them to get convicted.
But truly and honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I hope that each and every one of y'all can forgive me.
Can you forgive them?
Now, it all comes down to this. A court date just hours ago for a hearing that may lead to a new trial for Quincy.
And I have an interest in the truth coming out.
Poland with U.S. troops, part of a live-fire exercise less than 40 miles from the Russian border.
The big picture in a big political year.
In Michigan, where presidential politics is in full play.
Sunday at 11:30 p.m. on ABC7.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, and lasting remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
One-a-day women's multis are made for your overall health, with nutrients for immunity and energy. So you never miss a beat. One-a-day, the one for you.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio. Now with new zesty, crispy pickle fries. Just mix and match 3 apps and 3 sauces to create your own Applebee's Ultimate Trio. All for the ultimate price of $14.99. The NFL International Games continue on NFL Network. And here, our stars come out in the morning. Week 10, Bijan Robinson and the Falcons. Take on Daniel Jones and the Colts in Madrid. Then in Week 11, Jaden Daniels and the Commanders face Tua and the Dolphins in Madrid. Snooze off, game on. It's Sunday morning football, only on NFL Network.
Hun, take Airborne. It'll help fill those holes your immune system may have.
Take Airborne. It gives you 7 key immune-supporting nutrients, including vitamin C, D, and zinc. It's our most complete support yet.
You don't need deep pockets to clean deep. With new Arm & Hammer Deep Clean Free and Clear Laundry Detergent. Our most powerful free and clear formula. Skin safe certified 100%.
Oh, I need to come clean. I don't remember algebra. Are they letters? Are they numbers? Pick one, algebra.
I'm getting an A.
Cottonelle leaves you so clean, you'll want to come clean about everything else.
Every step is killer.
Each spin is a thriller.
It's Halloween night, yeah, all right, creepy, deliciously
Stars live ABC Tuesday.
Alright, Kip file room. I think it's probably in one of these working files. Yep, here's the KBI investigation. We are preparing to present all of the new evidence, the mountain of new evidence, all of the different pieces that we have uncovered since trial that is new, that we believe a jury should have heard. It's different, right?
It all comes down to this hearing and this makeshift courthouse.
It's a big deal. And for a long time, we didn't have no boards.
The Innocence Project making their case for Quincy to get a new trial.
This could be your last chance.
Hey, it's all right. We just want to see what we got to do it, you know. But I know that I've done no wrong.
I am anxious. I'm hoping for the best.
There's a lot on today. This potentially can further
Multiple witnesses and co-defendants gave perjured testimony that they have now recanted. And the now recanted statement is the only evidence that ever linked Mr. Cross to this crime.
I would just refer the court to the case law that recanted testimony after trial is viewed with distrust.
I know I'm going to have an evidentiary hearing. I'm going to focus only on the recantations of Manisha Stubblefield, Victoria Caldwell.
A major victory for Quincy and his supporters.
We are very pleased with the judge's decision. We look forward to being able to present the evidence in support of Quincy's innocence at the hearing.
Witnesses like Manisha and Victoria will be heard in person to tell their stories to the court. Also, what happened in the courtroom is the judge said, you know, if they get back up on the stand and say we lied, that's perjury. So that's a huge consideration for them.
And just outside the court, Jim Burke on his knees, pleading with Manisha.
Okay.
Kim Venetia said, you know, they ruined my life too. I will do the right thing.
I always say is that you always something you've got to provide us.
We know each other. How you doing? Quincy's dad has an unlikely ally joining him in this fight. This is very unusual. The father of the victim, the father of the man convicted of killing her, joining forces, trying to get answers.
Everybody understands this is our company. We're not our company. So we want the same thing. He wants justice for his son. I want justice for my son. I just don't think you can do the stuff that we done.
Tragedy brought you together.
It's gonna keep us together until we get what we need. Justice. I can't say I feel his pain, but I know
It's hard to beat Texas barbecue.
Everything's nasty. This is where you need to go.
Top beef sandwich. Brisket is a real.
Sausage, and then the rest. And then you
I'm gonna be 600 pounds by the time I get out of here, but I'm fat and happy, so I ain't got nothing to complain about. Barbecue joints in Fort Worth can seem to come and go with the wind, but Angelo's is not your average smokehouse. Their methods and recipes have been passed down for decades, and I'm going to learn some of their secrets from third-generation pitmaster Jason George. Okay, first of all, oh my God! As soon as I got out of the car, I smelled the hickory smoke, and it took me back to my 5-year-old self. Eastern Hole Barbecue.
Beautiful, man. Glad to have you. You want to go check it out, see where it's
I
at?
would love to see the pit, see the beautiful brisket process.
Yeah, brother, let's do it. Let's go see it.
Taxidermy is unbelievable. There are these all family now.
Yeah, everything's in my family. Started back with my grandfather.
That's awesome. Low grade.
Keep low, man. Low grade.
This thing stinks.
That's it. That's how we cook it. Low and slow. So we got 2 pits going here. I got ribs on this pit. We cook it in the water.
These do I have to go?
Pork butt about to come off.
All pork on the side.
All pork.
Come zoom in on that. Holy, pardon my French, shit. Oh
These
my
ribs are ready
God.
right now. They're about to come off. They are literally falling off the bone tender right there. These have been in since 7 this morning.
100% hickory smoke.
All hickory, yes sir. And then on the other side we got some briskets. We'll go take a look at those.
Oh, you're just pulling on my heartstrings now.
Open that up. You get your good taste of Texas smoke right there.
Oh my.
We put briskets on last night at 7 o'clock. We pulled those off about 10 this morning. That's what we're serving for lunch right now. It's like you said earlier, man. It's low and slow all night.
Yeah. This is the heartbeat of Fort Worth. Seeing these historic smokers making their magic and getting to smell that unforgettable scent has my stomach rumbling. I'm ready to eat.
So these are all the briskets we pulled out this morning.
It's an absolute piece of art.
Yeah. On the brisket, you've got the point. This is the back end. I call this the flap. There's a lot of different.
That's a good thing about that.
You've got your grains. Always cross grain, right? Yep. That way your brisket's all in the
Look at that smoke ring there. Get in there, Ty. Look at that smoke ring.
Yeah, the pink ring, that's your smoke ring. The brisket's gonna have a little fat in it. Once you cut into it,
Sorry to have a little fat in it.
yeah, trim that fat right off of there, and it just slides off just like butter.
Look how tender that is. Come on. Make it more slice.
Yep, drop in there. Just right where we are. Just keep on slicing. Like I said,
How do you cut this with a spoon? Okay, I've done all my chores. Now it's time to enjoy the fruits of my labor. Or should I say, the meats of my labor. Oh my goodness.
it will taste real good. In case you had to take it easy, but you had more stops to make.
How do you take it easy when you come to here?
You can't take it. Go all in, all the way.
I talked to you, what do we got here?
Got your ribs. That's that brisket. You actually cut this brisket. We got jalapeno sausage, regular sausage, mac and cheese, and that's the jalapeno egg. That's the jalapeno pepper stuffed with brisket and cheddar cheese wrapped in bacon. Dig in, bro. You bet.
I'm going right into the brisket right off the end. Let's try it without barbecue sauce first.
The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor tracks your glucose in real time, and over time, it can help lower your A1C. This is progress. Learn more and try for free at freestylelibre.us.
These are the worst photos I have ever seen. Maybe we should call a professional photographer, like Replanted. How dare you?
Get the same trusted license disinfection that has the scent that'll make you move. Effortlessly kill 99.9% of germs. With Lysol's brand new Day Lavender, it'll leave a scent you'll love.
Everything is really getting more expensive.
Prices are up, but not at Metro. We've lowered prices. One line of unlimited 5G is now $40, period. And a free Samsung 5G phone, only at Metro.
Don't let congestion take over. After no trip. Wow, ridiculously fast nasal congestion relief. The Wow
headquarters of Infusion Systems.
Lovely home.
Yes,
I'm not an alien.
we have 4 days to save our planet.
I have what you needed to save Earth, and you know I do.
You're lying to me.
Rated R. In select theaters today. In theaters everywhere October 31st.
What are you willing to do to be a rainmaker?
USA's The Rainmaker is a hit.
Yes, come on. This is my case. That hospital killed my boy. I won't shut down. See you in court.
Is that all you got?
I'm gonna need some popcorn.
Catch up on the show that everyone is talking about.
That's the smartest thing you said yet.
The Rainmaker. Watch now. Available from the beginning on demand.
SmackDown is in Fort Worth, Texas, and you better believe I had to check out some barbecue. My first stop, the famous Anglo's Barbecue. Look how tender that is. I saw where they smoke it. Oh my, look at those bad boys in there. Learn how they carve it. Now, I get to eat it. The only question is, does it live up to the hype? Wow. I mean, you talk about tender. Literally just absolutely melts in your mouth. Really get the hickory. Unbelievably tender, juicy, textbook 101 Texas freaking brisket. I'm going right into the sausage next. Jalapeno sauce got a great little bite to it. Oh. Move on to these ribs. And you can see it, it's smoked all the way straight to the bone. I mean, you can't get any more smoke into these. Textbook rib. And nothing better than after take a wash down with an ice cold beer. Initial thoughts, the proof is in the pudding. You wanted to eat the heartbeat of Fort Worth, Texas? You come to Angelo's and you get the brisket. Tell them the monster sent you. And for now, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to dig out the rest of this. So I want this crispy piece. I'll tell you what, we got this fancy new cowboy hat. That's definitely getting tipped to this meal right here. You don't need a bunch of sauces or a crispy dry rub. They have quality meat cooked perfectly. It just works every time. And despite wanting seconds, this city isn't just about barbecue anymore. There's a lot more to see. And more importantly, eat. Alright, we're still in the heart of Texas, Fort Worth. Y'all really want to check this out. Follow me in. We're at Wishbone and Flint. More specifically inside the hidden gem at Amber Room. A secret speakeasy, discreet and tucked behind the restaurant. Manager Lee Wright Lowrance is here to show me the ropes. Laura Strowman, very nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having me. First of all, wow.
We love the Amber Room here. Our speakeasy at Wishbone and Flint, and our restaurant. We're all about flavor. It's chef inspired by our own Jorge Oveda. It's all about the sauces and everything, and he puts his twist on it.
Stop.
There's